folks, Lieutenant General Rick Letch coming to you from the banks of the beautiful Lampasas River here in Central Texas. Myself and my family, just like you and your families, we're currently sheltering in place. And if you got to be sheltered in place, 20 acres of paradise in Central Texas is not a bad place to be. As you all know, my passion is building adaptive leaders. We've always talked about the world being volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. And that's exactly what we're going through right now with the corona pandemic. So I want to talk to you about being an adaptive leader through this time of crisis. It's so very important. And since I can't travel to come to you firsthand, I try to do my presentation now virtually, and I've been doing a lot of these over the last several weeks. So I'll give you an insight of what I talk about. We're in a phased operation, if you will. With the first phase is the phase we're in now, which is what I call the survival and sustainment phase. There are things happening now that we're trying to do just to keep our companies and our organizations viable and maintain some forward momentum. But in this phase, there's a lot of things that we can learn. One of my leadership principles is focus on opportunities, not obstacles. And man, we got a lot of opportunities here in terms of how we grow better as an organization, how we grow better with relations with our family and our friends. So let's take advantage of that. And I talk about celebrating diversity and having different people around you with different views and different thoughts and ideas. And if we're trying to use technology these days, the youngins know better how to use the technology than folks like me do. So that's an amazing thing in this first phase of survive and sustain. The next phase is the phase we're fixing to go into, and that's the recovery phase. And I believe that the recovery is not going to be a light switch kind of operation where you go from bad to good, but it's going to be phased in operations over time. And I think that over time is about 3 months. And it's all about being an adaptive leader and being a strategic planner to help organizations through that. I take organizations through this idea of what's our new normal going to look like in 3 months and how we're going to get there. As you know, one of my leadership principles is decide when to decide, and that's what we have to work on. The last phase, I think, is the most important phase, and that's the prepare phase. There's going to be another crisis, whether it's phase 2 or wave 2 of the coronavirus or another crisis is going to be one. So what are we learning right now? What have we learned that we can apply to future operations, and then take those lessons learned and apply those to revised policies and procedures so we're better prepared for the next crisis when it happens. So that's what I like to talk about in a virtual fashion. We use Zoom, we use all sorts of different platforms, but let me lead your team through the idea of being an adaptive leader through 3 major phases. The phase we're in now, survive and sustain. The phase we're fixing to go into, recover. And then the most important phase is how we're going to capture these lessons learned and be better prepared for the next crisis. If I can be of assistance, check out my website, contact my executive assistants. I am here to serve. Take care, and God bless.